And my husband was like, why don't we ever do Christmas cards? You should do Christmas cards. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it's just cards, right? Like, why don't you do the Christmas card?
This is a very US American thing, by the way. I have never seen this anywhere else. And I've lived in several countries. So correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the pressure on mothers to send Christmas cards to all these people. And it's also kind of weird because a lot of times the cards, like the moms and the parents aren't even on the card. So I remember like when I started getting Christmas cards, I'm like, who is this? Whose baby is this? I don't even know these kids. So like, it's weird to me when the parents aren't even in the photo, to be honest. But that push, I swear the United States is so hyper capitalist and like image obsessed, and that is pushed so hard on women. It creates a standard for women that is impossible to live at. Like there's so much work to do as a woman, but especially if you're a mom. Like go watch that video. That's my mutual. I love her stuff. That video is perfect about all the stuff that it requires to actually send Christmas cards and how like they've only done it once, and her husband was like, oh my God, yeah, let's never do that again. I actually made a Christmas card one year. This is when I was in LA. I took this with my phone. You know, I didn't make a physical card. It's literally just a picture. And these aren't even my dogs. These are my roommates upstairs' dogs that I babysat all the time. Because I believe, like, I understand why people send Christmas cards. I think they're lovely. But as a single woman, I never wanted to do cards, but it was a reminder every year that I'm like a loser, right? In the eyes of like patriarchy and like the world. Because I had to take someone else's dogs to get in the photo with me, because for me to send out a card of being like, living my best life alone, like I would love to send that card. But A, I don't care enough. B, it's expensive and time consuming. I mean, I don't even know people's addresses anymore. Like, how do people even know people's addresses? I don't even know people's phone numbers anymore, because half my stuff is through social media now anyway. But at every single turn, this is why it doesn't matter whether I'm single or married. I will always fight for single women, right? Because that, like, I was single until 42, and going all through your 30s as a single woman, and you lose one friend after another to marriage. They just disappear into marriage. And even if they're not centering men like in their minds, if they're married to a man who is not decentering himself, they're going to end up centering him, especially if they have kids with them. So you end up losing a lot of women to marriage and families, marriage and motherhood, because of men not doing what they should be doing, and because of all the pressures of being a mom and a wife. And the Christmas cards is just the cherry on top of unnecessary things that moms are supposed to do. Find a photographer, coordinate it with everybody, find the outfits, pick out the photos, find the addresses, mail. I mean, I don't even know how many, that must be like 50 hours of labor for cards. And every time I got a card, I was like, well, cool. But when I would go to like rich people's houses or like middle class people's houses, there would be like all the families with their perfect children and all this stuff, because women feel like they have to do this. And that's the other thing about like the United States and its competitiveness. Mothers end up feeling so much pressure to do what all the other mothers are doing. And so even if you don't really have the money for it, you don't have the time, like if you don't do it, then are you not proud of your kids? You know, like this like bad mom pressure makes, I see so many women suffering from that. Even, whether it's like they can't breastfeed and they're like, oh my God, I'm a bad mom, I can't breastfeed. Oh my God, I'm a bad mom because I don't have time to make homemade sweet potato baby food. Like, it's just endless. It's endless. And I wish more women would feel comfortable and confident enough in themselves and the great job they're doing as mothers to not feel like they have to take on Christmas cards too. God. Or just holiday cards, because I don't know. Most of the cards I ever went were Christmas cards, but I'm not sure if people who don't celebrate Christmas also send cards. But just cards, like, that amount of labor, they get no reward for that. It's just expected of them. And then single women who don't have to do all that, but receive all these cards. It's like, getting a wedding invitation in the mail every day during Christmas season. You're like, yep, still don't have kids, still not married. Even if that's not what I want, it's a reminder every day that I'm not doing the thing I'm supposed to do. I swear to God. It's like every mother I know, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you have to do all this. And then every single woman I know, I'm like, I'm so sorry that you have to deal with all of the social crap and self-hatred for not doing the things that the women who are doing the things hate doing. There's no winning. Christmas cards, please follow my mutual's advice. If you don't want to do them, done. Don't do them, please. The people who really love you will not judge you for not sending those cards. Please center your time, your energy, your sanity, and maybe spend that time pouring into yourself instead of doing this thing that you feel like you have to do, because that is seriously what drives so many women into exhaustion and early illnesses. Deadly illnesses is exhausting themselves with all the things that they think they have to do. And I hope that you will start to feel like you have to do less and less so that you can actually do things you genuinely want to do, in addition to all the things you like literally have to do. Boycott Christmas cards. Let's just see what happens. See how much more time women have.